Hey, what is up, everybody? It's been a little bit since I've done a live. Life has been very, very hectic and super busy. This is a spicy tarot card reading. We're going to be using the Cards Against Humanity for Oracle card reading. So it's going to be highly offensive. Um, and with that, I'm going to switch the camera angle and just draw a couple cards while we're waiting for people to come in, and we'll kind of see what happens from there. So should be able to hit that, and it should change the camera view. Okay. So first things first, this is just for the collective. If you want a card too, you have to let me know. I got to fix this one thing before I get started too. Hold on, let me do that. Otherwise, it's going to fuck us up. Autofocus on this is a jerk. But anyhow, if you want a card, let me know, and we'll go from there. You can ask a question too, but generally the way that I do this is it's just whatever comes up is what you get. What's up, Tiffany? How you doing? I'm going to give you a card. So your first one is fun tip. When your man asks you to go down on him, try surprising him with, and we're going to turn this into like an actual message too. This is just how we're starting it off. Let me see what you get after that. I gotta kind of keep some of these reserved in case it's not good. Surprise him with Meryl Streep. This is saying you might need to spice things up. And as far as like an oracle reading, this is saying maybe get some new friends, meet new people, expand your circle. So that is your spicy oracle card reading. How does that sound, Tiffany? Let's see what we got next. Who else wants a card? KK Beauty, I got you. Let's see what you got here. So KK, your first one is, what would grandma find disturbing yet oddly charming? So this is kind of like an ancestor reading for you. Kind of pull that up. An octopus giving 7 hand jobs and smoking a cigarette. So what this is saying is you might need to expand some of your skills, find some new things. Make sure to keep yourself occupied and out of trouble. That's kind of what grandma would like. Find a new hobby. All righty. We're going to go on and do another one. If anybody else has a question, feel free to ask it. Otherwise, we're just going to keep throwing cards up and see what sticks. I hit you up. I got you. I got you. What is there a ton of in heaven? So we'll see what this is, and then we'll turn it into your reading. Anybody else, if you want a spicy reading, you just got to ask. That one doesn't make any sense, so I'm going to give you another one. That one doesn't make sense. Give me one more second. Some of these I got to throw out because they don't really line up. The Big Bang. This is saying you need to get laid, is how I'm going to take it. There's a lot of big bangs in heaven, but you need to get laid and relieve some stress. I don't even know how to pronounce your name, so I'm not even going to try. We're going to keep drawing some cards here and see who else wants one. If you want a card, just please ask. Please ask. Bow. And next one. Lifetime presents blank, the story of blank. We'll just do this as a collective reading, right? This is kind of the energy of Mercury retrograde and eclipse season is how we'll go. Vasya, that's a pretty name. So Lifetime presents Seeing Grandma Naked, the story of boogers. So how we can turn this into Dimbukawani Aman, I got you. Right now, life is going to be showing us a bunch of shit that we don't want to see and deal with. And it is the story of cleaning out the crap that we're no longer supposed to deal with too. So that's kind of a general understanding of where we're at. And then we got Dimbukawani. Sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I got you though. I got you. Let's see what you got. Bow. Yeah, and people tell me where you're from because I'm curious where everybody's checking in from. So your first one is a recent laboratory study shows that undergraduates have 50% less sex after being exposed to a balanced breakfast. This is saying sometimes you need a little bit of chaos to navigate through life, and trying to do everything perfectly can sometimes fuck you up worse than having a little bit of chaos, is the best way I can put it. Don't Weni. So, anybody else want a card? Jump on in. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Step on up, people. Get a card. Get a card. I will say this while I'm waiting for people to ask questions. I talked a lot of shit about Mercury retrograde and how easy it was going to be. This Mercury retrograde has torn my ass out of the frame. I am exhausted and so tired. I will be happy when a lot of this astrological bullshit is over. Too much for me to hang with. So we're going to do another card for the collective while we're waiting for more people. Before I kill you, Mr. Bond, I must show you. Can't use that one. I got to throw that one away. I'm not going to use that one either. That's kind of cruel. We got to show you men before they kill you, Mr. Bond. Honestly, this is a time for, this is saying everybody has to look at guys and understand, A, we have struggles, we have problems too, and it might not be as easy for us as some people understand. That's honestly not that funny, but we have to realize that guys got struggles. All right. Do another one for the collective. I'm going to do this one because it dunks on white men, and I'm actually okay with it. Life for American Indians was forever changed when white men introduced them to all the dudes I've fucked. So straight guy here, but I'm going to take this as life for American Indians was forever changed when white people introduced them to all the people that they've collectively screwed over throughout the years. Because historically, white people have been assholes to lots of people. That's the best I got for you on that one. So while white people, or while men in general have issues, some people are still assholes. It's not relative to all guys, though, is the best way that I can put that. We're going to go on and do another one. This is a reading for the collective. And if people want other cards, if you're just hanging out here, since it's pretty slow, if you want second cards, you can ask while it's slow, because I'd rather just have a conversation and kick it and hang out. I'm going to try to do regular readings more often too. My life has just been fucking crazy. So the class field trip was completely ruled by explaining how vaginas work. This is dunking hard on men. After I said that men have some things they got to work through, dudes, take a couple biology classes and learn how to please your lady. For real. That way you can actually spend more time enjoying each other's company and hanging out. So you're not always worried about A, getting in their pants, and B, you're making sure that it's actually worth their time. All of these are dunking on men now. I make no apologies for this. Today on Maury, help, my son is old people smell. Guys, I understand that you're probably maturing. You still have to learn how to have fun and play and not take life so fucking seriously. Somebody ask a question, please, or ask for something so I can just quit. Like, I feel like these are all pointed at me. Oh, you're all good. No need to apologize for your English. I got respect for people that English isn't their first language and they still try to speak it. You're good. So let's see. About your financials. The Bachelorette season finale. High five, bro. Honestly, it's saying you got to find yourself a rich person. Find yourself a rich person and go for their money. On a serious answer, though, the one thing I'll tell you, like serious, don't ever leave money or things like that up to fate. If you make conscious and wise choices, you can really boost your income. Income is more relative to how you think about yourself and how you structure your time than anything else. When I understood that, my life changed drastically. And while my things aren't perfect, I definitely know that they can get better the more that I have those honest conversations. But according to the cards, marry a rich person. Because that's the funny thing, right? I'm going to draw another card for Tiffany just because she's hanging out and she's not asking anything. So, okay, Tiffany. So they said we were crazy. They said we couldn't put. I'm not going to put that out there. Dude, they said we couldn't put the patriarchy inside of. That one doesn't make sense. They said we couldn't put the patriarchy inside of getting drugs off the street and into my body. They were wrong. Part of this is understanding. Oh, you're all good. So I'm trying to make fucking sense of this into something that actually is tangible. They said that we were crazy. They said we couldn't put the patriarchy inside of getting drugs and off the street into my body. Sometimes we have to spend less energy focusing on what the problem is and focusing more energy on what the solution is. That's what I got for you. Focus more energy on solutions than problems. Because some dudes are always going to be dicks and assholes. And the only way that we can actually take power from them away is not even focusing on them having power. Like, it's making them little weebs and going on with it. Holy shit. It's all in a matter who's judging you anyhow, right? So we're going to do another card for the collective. Instead of coal, Santa now gives bad children a bag of magic beans. Honestly, this is like the most legit thing that's come up so far. The shit in our lives that happens to us, like, it actually is gifts if we learn to leverage it right. That's one of the parts of alchemy, is like putrefaction and learning how to take shit and turning it into gold. That's like a legitimate actual reading with some real wisdom there, even though it is fucked up. All right. I may switch over to real cards too, because this is not going over well and it just might be not what works, right? But we'll stick with it. Hang out for a couple more minutes. Oh, I just shuffled those back in. I'm going to stop this and we're going to transition to like a real general reading. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. How the hell?